Hey guys, Dr. Berg here. In this video, we're going to talk about IBS tips, irritable bowel syndrome. If you have that, listen and learn, because there are several things that you can do to really greatly reduce the pain, inflammation, bloating in your intestines. Number one, gluten. Now, you probably already know this. Gluten is the protein in grains, okay, specifically wheat. And you probably already gave that up. But if you haven't, if you just cut out gluten, you probably will notice 50% of the symptoms go completely away overnight, okay? But I don't want you to have any grains because it's hard to digest grains. And there's not a lot of nutrition in grains either, so just avoid them all. You probably already did that, but I just want to mention that's the top thing. And by the way, if you're allergic to gluten, the reason why you're allergic is because a true allergy is to a protein, and gluten is the protein in the grain, okay? The same thing with dairy. See, sometimes people think chickens and eggs are dairy. They're not. Dairy is milk derivatives, anything from milk. Cheese, milk, yogurt, kefir, that's dairy. And so you have the protein in dairy, it's called casein, and you might have a casein allergy, okay? But you also could have a lactose intolerance. That's different, but that can create digestive problems. So with IBS, you have a combination of allergies, intolerances, and just sensitivities, okay, to different foods. Now, this is really cool. Number three, when someone comes in with an IBS flare-up, I always ask them, number one, when did it happen, okay? When, number one. Number two, what did you eat? But normally they can't remember, so they don't keep a food log. So what I want you to do is keep a food log, because if you can isolate when you started having problems and then you knew what you ate, then we can narrow down very quickly what you need, what's irritating your gut. Okay? Is it an allergy? Is it a sensitivity? And the problem is when you eat a lot of combination of foods, you know, it's really hard because there's too many variables. So if you have IBS, it's better to have maybe one or two foods at a time that you're eating so we can narrow it down. And just from a process of elimination, we can find out what you can eat and what you can't eat. Okay? Don't keep eating things that are irritating your gut, all right? So when did it start? What did you eat? Keep a log, very important. Fermented foods, that would be like sauerkraut, kefir, things that are already broken down. Those are easy to digest, very smart to start eating these foods if you have IBS, because it helps heal the area. There's other products that you can take too, like glutamine, and even cabbage juice is good, but that will actually help. Like fermented cabbage juice is even better, but that will actually help the IBS. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is acid stomach. Now, if you're consuming an allergy, the purpose of the stomach is to break down proteins, including things that you're allergic to, which are proteins, okay? So if your stomach is too alkaline, you're not going to break those down. So it's going to bypass the stomach, these proteins, get into your small intestine and irritate the heck out of your colon, creating all sorts of problems. So just by acidifying your stomach, you can create a lot of benefits. So I use something called apple cider vinegar plus. This has a concentrated apple cider vinegar plus something called betaine hydrochloride, which basically acidifies your stomach. And what happens is that if your stomach is acid, you will be able to break down things that you're allergic to at the stomach level and not let them invade the rest of the intestinal tract where they're irritating the heck out of your intestines. There's a huge connection between your pH, especially of the stomach, and allergies, okay? People develop allergies in general, I'm talking about food allergies and environmental, when they have an alkaline system, an over-alkaline system. Okay, you maybe have heard the opposite, but it's not true. It's an alkaline system. So if you were just to acidify the system, you would probably get rid of more allergies, okay? So it starts with the stomach. Stomach is the most important one to acidify. So getting that stomach, help break things down, less irritation in the gut. All right? Hope that helped. I will see you in the next video.